Hello, my name is Brian Kirsch, and welcome back to another episode of Getting Educated with VMUG. So, today, what I want to talk about is as we build out our home lab and we go and start creating virtual machines within VMware Workstation here, one of the things we can do rather than simply deploying virtual machines is we can actually use a little bit quicker method if we want to create a number of hosts. Let's say we want hosts for vSAN, a vSAN environment, hosts for just a normal VMware environment. What we can do, rather than basically deploying or cloning out virtual machines, what I'm going to do in my lab here is I'm going to copy one of my ESXi hosts and simply paste it. Now, this virtual machine happens to have a few goodies with it, and we'll kind of talk about that as we go. And again, this is on SSD, so it's a little fast. But as you see, I can simply come in here, copy an existing ESXi host, rename it, and what I have to do then is I have to re-import this in and basically boot into it, give it a new IP address and a new name, and I'm good to go. Now, the downside to this method is the actual files within the folder will not change. So as you see here, if I go into this still shows as ESXi1, but given that I'm not really backing up my home lab or doing anything like that, that's okay for me. Now, to import this in, and I actually haven't imported any of these in, I'm going to go into each folder. I'm going to double click on the VMX record, and that's going to import these virtual machines within my VMware Workstation environment. So as I do that and I import them in, and got two more to go here, I am going to have here now, I have all my new virtual machines. So I'm simply going to drag them and drop them in my new VMUG folder that I created. And then what we can do is take a look at the new one that I created. And here it is. Now, I have to rename it because, again, I did copy it. So I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call it ESXi3. Okay, now that I've made my copy, I'm going to go ahead, going to power it up. And again, all I have to do is get into the system and basically give it a new IP address, new name, and away I go. Now, ideally, it might be better to clone them, do everything else. But again, I'm doing this in a home lab, and I'm just doing it to kind of quickly get my environment up and running. And with the licensing, I want to be able to have different hosts for vSAN, different hosts for NSX, what have you. So this way I can continue to just simply deploy out virtual machines without having to go through a longer process. So as this boots up, I want to thank you for watching this video. And again, any comments, any questions, please put them in the show notes. And have a great day. And I can always go in. Oops.